Ellarkum Vanakkam. Hi everyone, this is your Toronto Tamil couple. Today we are going to see something related to air travel, how to travel to India and Canada amidst this COVID situations that's going on, and what are the new travel requirements that we have. இந்த வீடியோ நாங்கள் வந்து இங்கிலீஷில் தான் போட போகிறோம். எல்லாருக்குமே இந்த இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் போய் ரீச் ஆகணும்னு சொல்லிட்டு உங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது டவுட்ஸ் இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா கமெண்ட் செக்ஷன்ஸில் போடுங்க. நான் கண்டிப்பாக உங்களுக்கு ரிப்ளை பண்ணி நாங்கள் ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுறோம். First thing you need to know is what are the things that has to be filled out before you travel to India. So the first thing is the Air Suvidha form. The second thing is the self-declaration form. These two forms links are there in the description. You can go and visit and see. So you have to fill in all the details that are required in these forms and submit it before you travel to India. So you have to also just print 2 to 4 copies of each of these forms once after you upload this details and have it handy with you. This can be asked by any airways or airlines during the departure time. Okay. So the third thing that you need to know is the RT-PCR test. So there is a separate video which explains which are the cheapest places to go and take the test. You can go and visit that video and have a look. So as of November 11, the government of India have said that there is no requirement for infants or kids under the age of 5 to have a RT-PCR test, which means that you do not need a test for kids under the age of 5 to be uploaded to Air Suvidha form starting November 11. Once your PCR test is ready and all these Air Suvidha form and self-declaration forms are ready, I think those are the mandatory things that you need to do when you travel to India. The next big question is which airlines to go for. There are direct flights, there are indirect routes that go to India. There is this price difference that's there, wherein if you opt for a direct flight, the price difference is very huge, and if you opt for indirect route, the price difference is less. So this puts us in a dilemma to see which is the best option for us in terms of going to India and travel back safely to Toronto or Canada. Right, so we are going to discuss more in depth on this part based on the experiences that we have or had and talked to our friends. The 3 best options or the flights that we would suggest are: number 1, Etihad flight; number 2, Air India flight; number 3 is Air Canada flight. So we are going to see in depth of Etihad flights and what are the routes that are available in this video, because it's a personal experience and we need to make sure that what information that we are sharing should be true. There are lot of Facebook pages that's going on and each one write different things. We would suggest always go with the trusted website of the government. You have the Canadian website for travel restrictions and latest travel requirements. We'll share that link in the description. We also have the instructions from the government of India in New Delhi website. Even that we will share in the description. You can go and read it. You can have it as a bookmark, so that as the days go on and there will be lot of changes that will happen. This is with respect to today, November 24th, 2021. So it may change in the future. So what are the details that we have currently? We are going to share that with you. Etihad Airways, they have a dedicated website where you can check in all your documents, and they say certified to fly option, which is enabled before 48 hours. So you can just upload all the documents that are required in the website, and they have a very user friendly interface wherein you can go and put your from a destination and 2 destinations, and you will be able to see all the requirements that are needed for you to fly. So that's a very good option and very good feature that Etihad Airways has implemented, and you can go and visit that site. I have put that link as well in the description. So we are going to take example as traveling to Chennai here, and if you're going to travel to Chennai, the best option that you have is the Etihad Airways, wherein the ticket rates are also less, and going from Toronto to Chennai is hassle free, wherein you not need a RT-PCR test when traveling via the third country. Now coming back, so we can opt for return ticket with Etihad Airways. As of now, we'll be able to travel via third country if we have an RT-PCR test. So Etihad Airways operates from Abu Dhabi. So Abu Dhabi has a testing facility on site inside the airport. Okay, so that's a good sign for Etihad Airways. So while coming back, we are going to take Chennai as an example. If your tickets are from Chennai to Toronto, so Chennai, Abu Dhabi, Toronto, this is the leg that you'll be following. At Chennai airport, you should have the RT-PCR test taken for all of you except for the kids under 5. So the test should be taken from ICMR approved laboratory in Chennai, and you can take that and can upload the same thing in the Etihad Airways, where you will be able to certify. They will be able to certify you to fly, and once you do that, you can go to the check-in counter on that particular day of your travel, and you have to pay the fees for RT-PCR test in third country. So they will collect around 3,600 to 3,800 rupees INR, which is around like $50 USD. Okay, so you will pay that fee upfront, and once you pay the fee upfront, once you deboard at Abu Dhabi airport, you have to go to 28, okay, gate number 28, which wherein like you have to like take an elevator and go down. So once you take an elevator and go down, you will be going to 28th gate, and there is the facility for taking the RT-PCR test. The third thing you have to remember here is the time frame. So the time frame or the time frame between your second flight and the first flight should be minimum 4 hours. Okay, minimum 4 hours, and 30 minutes is what Etihad is asking their passengers to have. So I would say like you should minimum have 4.5 hours between your connecting flights. Okay, so once you have this much of time, you can go to that gate 28, wherein like the test takes around 1 to 2 hours of time. Maximum within 2 hours they give you the results, and then you have to upload that result in ArriveCAN app. So you can fill all the details in beforehand in ArriveCAN app, that is the Canadian app. So wherein like you can upload the certificate at the last when you get the certificate from the third country, and once you upload the certificate, you will be good to fly, and then you can board your Toronto flight and come back. So Etihad is a hassle-free option, and the tickets rate is also very less. You can go and visit the site, and also the site is very comprehensive, wherein like you can check different dates. I can explain that in a short video as well. So this is all you need to know about Etihad Airways. Now coming back to the other airlines that we have, the second option that we have is the Air India Airlines. So the Air India Airlines, wherein like it starts from Delhi, it's a direct flight to Toronto. The Delhi has a testing facility which is just outside the airport, wherein like you have to collect all your baggage if you're coming from a domestic part, for example Chennai, and or like Mumbai or anywhere from Kolkata to the Delhi airport, and board at the Delhi flight from there. Then you have to make sure that you have at least 8 to 12 hours of time between your connecting flights or the direct flights. Okay, 8 to 12 hours. So once you reach the Delhi airport, you have to collect your baggages, everything. There is a baggage port wherein you can keep all the baggages there for a fee, and then you can come out and take the test and go inside again. Okay, so the test results takes approximately 6 to 8 hours for like general RT-PCR test, and there is a rapid PCR test which is the same. Please note this point: rapid PCR test and RT-PCR test are the same. So rapid PCR test is like 3,600 rupees, I guess, or like 3,600 to 5,000 rupees, wherein like they give the test results in 1 to 2 hours. Okay, but that doesn't mean you have to have only 1 or 2 hours between your direct flight, which will cause a havoc if you have kids as well. So make sure that your connecting flight and the direct flight is minimum 6 to 8 hours. Okay, there is also a hotel accommodation in Delhi if you have kids. There is like I think 12,000 rupees for one day, wherein like you can book a hotel inside the Delhi airport itself, and you can make them to like stay there, take the PCR test, and board the direct flight from Delhi to Toronto. So these are the information that you need to know if you are taking the Air India flight. Okay, now comes the Emirates flight part. This is the third option. Emirates operate from Dubai, right? So your leg will be like either Chennai, Dubai, Toronto, or Chennai, Dubai, whichever country you are going, or like Mumbai, Dubai, something. So in this particular leg, you have to understand that Dubai doesn't have an in-house facility for testing. The third country test cannot be done inside the airport, so you have to come out, and thus in case, which means that you should have a visa. Okay, so you should have at least I think transit visa, wherein like you can come out of the airport and you can stay for 1 day or 2 days. Based on the experience, it's not a personal experience, based on the experience of our friends, we can understand that it's not that much costly as well, but you have to stay in Dubai. There is Dubai Expo that's going on. If you're booking flight, you can even visit that. So you should take a transit visa, wherein like you can stay in Dubai for 1 or 2 days, and then you can have the flight from Dubai to back to Toronto or whichever location you're going to go in Canada. After taking the RT-PCR test, which like again like will be like 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours time frame, and the laboratory is outside. Okay, so the minimum or like not the minimum, the maximum time frame that you can like have the layover time is only 12 hours. If that layover is about 12 hours, then you cannot stay inside the airport. That's why like here the transit visa comes into picture, wherein like you have to come out and like stay 1 or 2 days in Dubai, and then from there you can come. So these are the 3 options that you can opt for when you're traveling to India and back to Canada. Hope this video is very informational to you, and please subscribe, and we'll be sharing like such all our experiences in this particular channel. Hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye bye.